Hey guys, how you doing? And welcome to this trade recap playlist. So I put this playlist together because I'm a firm believer in it doesn't really matter what strategy you use to enter and trade the market. I found what truly matters is when you start trading the live market and all the fun psychological games that come with it. Things such as like revenge trading, FOMO, greed, bit of patience. I've been fortunate enough to be trading now for about 5 years, full time for coming up 3 years. I found that throughout these 5 years, I've learned so much from trading the live market. And my favourite thing about trading is that I continue to learn. I've only scraped the surface, I know it. Every time I step onto the charts, I learn something new, whether it be about the charts, whether it be like a mirror into my own psyche. And I saw it as a bit of a blessing that midway through last year, I went back to week one, day one. I had no capital in my personal trading account, and I also lost my funding. And I saw it, as a blessing that now I can record every trade that I take, every lesson that I learn, not just for my own benefit, but hopefully to help you guys too. So maybe we don't have to make the same mistakes twice. You can just learn from my mistakes and become more consistent, profitable traders, because that's the plan, right? And also the good times as well. You know, there's a lot of real nice parts of trading. For now, I've timestamped these videos down the bottom with the intro, this waffle, so you don't have to listen to this every time, thank God. The actual video breakdown of the trade itself, the entry criteria diagram as well, and also the proof of these trades. I want to be completely transparent with you guys and share every single trade that I take, and I'll be taking screenshots of my broker, of my personal broker, of my FTMO account and my trade copiers, so you can see that every trade that I show you is every single trade that I take. I really hope this channel helps you, and I enjoy making the videos. They actually really help me as well. And if you do like them, please give it a like, give it a subscribe, all that good stuff. And I really look forward to seeing you guys on the charts. Take it easy. Bye.
Morning everyone. Okay, so as per, breaking this one down on the charts, just going to mark out the low of this 15-minute time frame here, where we were looking for longs from, as this is the next day, and ooh, that lovely big purple badger hadn't happened yet. So this is another loss. There she goes. Got a few in a row at the moment, but we'll break this one down, and we'll see if we can see if this is just the probabilities or if there's a bit of mental little things at hand here. Probably, you know me. But the way I'm looking at it was previous trade we were playing the counter trend. I was like, let's just stick to pro trend trades. Come on, Mish. And we came back into this most recent sell to buy that broke out this demand range. Yeah, we tapped into this strong level of supply. But I thought if we get a lower entry model, then we're happy to play pro trend and chase it. And it's hard. I don't really like doing this stuff on the daily or the high time frames, because there's a lot of things can happen and a lot of trades are going to happen in between. But I am still wary that this high never broke anything, and that we could be getting swept for price action going longer. We could be coming back down here, saying go, mitigate this nice demand order flow to then sweep all this liquidity here. We could be, this also hasn't broken anything yet, and this could be the inducement to come deeper into this point of interest to then do something going longer to sweep all this. Or like the markets, we could be doing anything. You know, we could melt off down to this point of interest. You know how it goes. But it's just my trade of thought for the daily is that I kind of see this as a weak high. Are we going to come all the way back for a deep pullback to sweep it, if it's going to get swept at all, or are we just going to continue this pretty strong demand momentum, and go from this most recent? So let's go from the 4 hour. That was wrong. Right, so yeah, we've come up here. We have caused like a bit of a flip. Like this is actually just flipped. Like this is a strong level of supply, yeah? Got inducement. And we have actually just wicked above it. And this hasn't really mitigated anything that strong. I thought we could go deeper into this point of interest. And yeah, I was seeing that this was the cause of that flip. Now, I'm a bit aware we haven't got any 4 hour inducement. Okay, but we have got a bit of 15-minute inducement, and we created a bit of 15-minute liquidity inducement just before our entry as well. But already, actually thinking back to this trade, there's something I would want to share with you guys that I think I want to pay more attention to when we don't have any inducement on the higher time frames. So we've got no 4 hour inducement here. If anything, we've swept the sell side liquidity, so that means that we're actually looking to sweep some buy side liquidity to even things out in the market, to then continue whichever way she decides to go. So yeah, after this sweep here, we could have been looking for, well, obviously she focuses her attention on buy side liquidity. So everybody like me, who saw this breakout, would have had their stops below this area, thinking that this is a breakout trend. I'm going to protect the low of whatever caused the break, and that's what the market saw. She went out after those orders. We've got some clean points of interest here, which would be nice to see next week to look at as well. But anyway, so ignoring this big purple badger, we're going from this most recent demand point of interest that caused this flip. But yeah, no inducement. Maybe that little bit, no, too far away, and is on the way back down. Not a fan. Yeah, okay, so I think there's a little bit in my head of like, okay, taking a few losses, but you know, if a trade presents itself, which is nice, don't be a pussy. But I feel like I need to be a bit of a pussy and really focus on high probability trades. Easier said than done, you know what I mean? Because this is a good normal aggressive trade, pro trend. It's the stuff I'll take. It does look nice on the 15-minute. Could have easily gone. If it went, would I have been a bit gutted? But I think just saying all that stuff out loud, what we just covered, where there's no 4 hour inducement, and yeah, this is what I want to cover on the 15-minute. So we got a bit of inducement before the flip here, so flip inducement, which is lovely. Very nice sell to buy. But I think it's almost like too obvious. You know what I mean? Like algorithms and stuff, they're seeing this too. They know how much liquidity is below all this area. I even had this marked out before the trade. Why would they not just quickly go and balance up price before their next move and just go through all this? So yeah, one to know. It's almost too obvious. What I would have liked to have seen is, yes, supply range order flow coming into this. Yes, it is an Asian sweep, which did give me a warm fuzzy feeling, thinking this could be nice. But I would like to have seen something like, let's just copy this. So lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Maybe something like sweep and break, and then like a continuation. I mean, just to see a bit of a, like, something's been swept and it's moving up. Could see that this is a continuation from here to come short, but yeah, I just feel like it would have been nicer to see demand break supply serve on the 15-minute. Even though demand is still currently serving on the daily and 4-hour, I think with all this liquidity below us, no 4-hour inducement, and I've said that like 10 times now. I'm just trying to engrade this lesson in my own head as well. It would have been nice to see demand break supply serve on the 15-minute as well, which we don't get, but that's alright. So yeah, 15-minute, we've got the inducement. I haven't got my notion up. 1 second. So here's our notion. So high time frame narrative, serving from our point of interest that create a flip. Yep. Are we pro trend? Yep. 15-minute. Do we have flip inducement? A little inside bar there. Lovely. And this is a strong flip. This is the level of supply that broke. We do have really nice demand order flow as well. So I do see all this as nice. We could have gone here. It's not a bad trade. It's just an aggressive one. So yeah, this level of supply tested, failed, tested, dropped inducement, and off she went. So happy with that. Created a flipper above. Yep, nicely. That's what we just said. Swept liquidity. Yep. See, there's a little badger in here. Oh, I love heart. We want money, not love. Come on. There she goes. So yeah, swept our liquidity. Right, let's get into it then. So Asian sweep as well. Market confluence. We do get our first tap. Nothing happened. And then we came down and got a chock. So that was off. Hey, pause, Mush. Pause. What are you doing? Yeah, so this was our first tap. Sorry, it's kind of gone ahead of us now, but fuck it. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Oh, hang on. I'll show you this first. Is this... I can't remember where we went now. Why did we not go from here? Is that? What Wally? Okay. I was looking down here. We got... No. Okay, yeah, we went straight off the bat. So I saw this. It was nice. Tap in. Let's get rid of... We don't want to know what happened yet. Come on, internet. Chock long. Yeah, I wanted that, I think, to go. Because we are getting flips here. Can't remember exactly. So I got a bit of flip inducement covering the extremity. But yeah, I just wanted to see more commitment from demand, which is nice to think. You know, we do have a bit of come on, mate, don't be mean. There we go. So chock. See this little supply here, got tested, failed, off she went, dropped inducement. It could be stuff underneath here, cover this wick. But then I saw us like testing this level of supply here, and this level of supply looked like it was holding. See this high is holding. So I was like, yeah, let's see this badger go first as well. And this was quick reaction, like smacked in, smacked out. I thought, ooh, I wonder if there was something in here under the inducement. But this wick, see, it's gone through this now. This is aggressive, isn't it? Cool, I love these recaps. When you kind of look back with fresh eyes, you think at the time, yep, chop, flip, nice and clean. But come on, Mish, that's has that even broken that? Would have liked to see the cleaner push. But at the end of the day, yeah, this went. I'd have been like, mate, that's a setup. See, I was covering the low there. Yep, chop, flip, swept liquidity, flip inducement, chop, flip 2 levels, which it has, got the inducement, which is here. Bam, bam, bam. My girls are serious. I always forget to turn the boom off before I do this. Bit of morning beats for the music. Calm. Oh yeah, I remember this. I had a 3 pip stop loss, so I was like, yep, sweet. Usually the going rate seems to be about 3.5 recently. Should we just get up? Right, there's all the markups. Let me just have it how I had it. Cool. Bit of date change. Yeah, wick was a little bit smaller. So yeah, that's how we had them marked out. And the trade itself was there. Don't know why. Should have been a bit lower. Was it a cheeky fill? It was a cheeky fill. We definitely had this. Wow. Was it? Or was I going from that? No. Oh no, yeah, I had the low. So the low of this 231. I basically did have this 230. So we're sweeping this liquidity. I've got the low covered, which is sweet. Yeah, happy to send it. And yeah, got filled in there, I think. So that's 758, 233. So 758, and we got filled 233. I can't even remember if we played. No, she went straight through. But yeah, right. So I saw this little bit. We got wicked, alright, and then we started seeing this level of supply getting tested again. Anyway, sorry guys, so there's a loss. Anyway, she went straight through. Before I digress and go on to the next little bit of this recap, yeah, that was a loss there. Got taken out pretty much straight away. There you go, 2 minutes. 197. Oh, I've got a bit of slippage. There you go. A little bit of slippage. That's why it's a bit over 1%. No worries. That's why we only do 1%, you know, a little bit of slippage on bloody 5%, same amount, that's like an extra whole percent, if you know what I mean. So I was almost getting, let's get messy in it, let's just get rid of that, let's get rid of that, let's get rid of the lesson, let's get rid of that, that was still a shock, flip, right, yeah, let's get rid of that as well, let's pull this out. So I was almost like, I still like the high time frame idea. We're still in a 4-hour point of interest, a daily point of interest, pro trend. Let's see the supply goes. We've just wicked this, and I'm only sharing this because this is my thought process at the time, and I've taken a loss here. And again, I want to tap myself on the back to say like, oh, very, very, do you remember the days of revenge trading or wanting to be right? And seeing lower time frames have a setup and be like, right, fuck it, I'm going again, and staying out of this, which was good. And I was like, stay, because we did have the chock actually down here. See that little inside bar there? That was the chock. And on the 5 seconds, and again, because look how clean that is in 5 seconds, right? Learn from my previous mistakes, and I like to say I have learned from them. I'd have been like, oh, there's the true smash in, smash out. There's a true flip. You can say all that area really. Don't know why these aren't. Come on, play with me. There we go. So I was almost a bit like, yeah, let's go again. Let's get 3. Let's just put it on. I did have all this marked out, and then when I saw this, I thought, yeah, it is going to be like this. We got demand, order flow from this nice extremity down here, another flip, breaking up, and I was still like, mush, wait for the 1 minute, and then I think we do get the 1 minute shot, but no inducement. Oh no, she fucked right off. News release. An EU PMI. I think it was a French PMI. Yeah, it is a red news release. To be honest with you, didn't think it would have that much effect. I don't stay in comms with the economic side of things too much because I feel I'm not going to get into all that, but I just, yeah, doesn't matter. But yeah, so I was happy to stay out of it, at least a second win. And there was a bit of me as a mind fuck as well of did I just delete that? I did. Of also why I wanted to kind of chase this trade a bit was if I kept that at 3.5, that's definitely a data change, or we came in loose lower. There's been 2 data changes there. Would have stayed in anyway. And I was like, fuck, dickhead, mate. If you stayed in 3.5, we'll still be in. Here goes this move. Like, fuck it, going again. You know what I mean? Anyway, that was my whole thought process. But luckily, oh, where's my? I noted the thought. I saw the truth. That supply hadn't been broken properly yet. Wish I saw it a bit earlier. But hey, hey. And yeah, that was it. There she goes. So yeah, fucking hell, we're on a bit of a losing streak. We are on a bit of a losing streak, and this is the time where I said this in the last recap as well. Step back, test and adjust, see what's going on. I still stand by it that I'm comfortable with these trades. I can see where we're kind of being too aggressive. Like, yeah, would have been nice to see a range flip here instead. Here we actually have our high time frame narrative was actually pretty strong because we are obviously seeing a big melt off. Just a lower time frame entry without the inducement here, and that was nice. Just not 1 minute inducement on this one. So it's just like kneading up, and I feel the big losses have been during that challenge bit. I'm going to keep blaming that, but blaming myself and taking responsibility for the fact of being so close and in good profit with our live account to then losing that, to be like, no, get it back. I slipped back into that sort of revenge trading and wanting to be right again, and traded way too aggressive after the challenge. And we have calmed down. Could say this is still a bit aggressive, but if we kind of erase, probably I would like to have taken out, I shouldn't look back at them really, I'll say 3-4 trades there, which just really weren't part of the plan and far too aggressive. This losing streak wouldn't be as bad. So yeah, let's see trades with. I like this as well because this is like I'm kind of almost biting my tongue here because I don't want to be accountable, hold myself accountable. But let's say out loud then a little bit and put it with you guys. Let's see high time frame inducement. No high time frame inducement on this. Yeah, I think that's a big one to walk away from with this. And yeah, better. I mean, this is nice. 15 minute. This could be nicer. Yeah. Little bits as well. Like again, I'm trying to give myself sort of some support, if you like. I'll be fucking flapping and snapping. A couple of years back, or even a year back, maybe even less than that. At situations like this, and I just have honestly like full faith and confidence in this edge. I can see these losses are psychological losses, and then I also have full faith and confidence that this is what I love about this game. Like fucking hell, you learn so much. Like a thing what I've learned this time, and I probably didn't notice as much as last time, is it's very easy to be disciplined and focused when you don't have much. I mean, so now I'm in a minus, I'm a bit skint in life. My discipline and focus is through the fucking roof. Like, it's piss easy. Like, I'm like, right, let's get back. But when things were smooth sailing and nice, and I had a few grand, few percent in profit and looking all nice, discipline slacked a bit. You got to be disciplined in the positive times as well. Otherwise, you're just going to give back all the hard work. I think that's what I've done this time. So, lesson learned. Next time you get back into when times is sailing, keep the discipline up. And yeah, a huge thing for me, what helps me do that on the charts is being disciplined off the charts. You know what I mean? Like, having that good food, waking up every morning, 5 a.m., making the bed, meditating, just whatever routine you've got, whatever helps put you in a mindset of disciplined. I mean, doesn't matter what it is. Cold shower in the morning, fucking, I don't know, whatever it is, whatever routine you've got, have something what triggers you into a disciplined mindset. I find that's a big help. Not just when things are tough, when things are good as well, Because these aren't tough things to be doing. Waffle and full send here. What I love about my disciplined routine is that I enjoy it. It's great stuff. It's not like, oh fuck, I'm going to do this. It's good stuff, So you got to keep doing it. Right, waffle over. I'm trying to make this trade recap shorter, but I just love a talk. Hope that helps, guys, and very much look forward to seeing you on the next recap. Take it easy. Bye.
Okay, so let's have a look at our entry criteria in picture perfect format. So we're going to start off with demand. So we're looking for buys, and on the higher time frame, pro trend. Okay, so when you see me ticking the boxes, are we pro trend? This is kind of what I have in my mind, what we're seeing. Alright, we want to be seeing higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then when we come back within the previous range, it's important that we're back into the range. I don't want to be taking longs after the breakout. I want to see price pull back. Usually be a refined point of interest somewhere here. I'm happy to be pretty aggressive and just go straight for the 15-minute entry model combined with our 1-minute entry execution, obviously. But yeah, there's no real clean flips or anything we need to see. I just want to see demand range order flow, demand swing structure, order flow, lows holding, highs getting broken, and this is simply trend is your friend. If we start seeing that demand is still serving from these refined points of interest, then we're going to go with the flow, man. I also have, are we serving from a point of interest that created a flip and has inducement? All that good stuff, pro trend as well, because yeah, that's still great. If this has been flipping levels and we've got inducement, we've got a point of interest, and we're pro trend, it's even stronger. So that's nice. But I'm happy to just simply go with range and swing structure order flow. Okay. So moving over to still in the higher time frame, but now counter trend, and you can see there's a little bit more going on now because we want a bit more confluence because we're kind of going against the grain here. So we want to see a bit more confluence. So are we serving from a point of interest that created a flip and has inducement? Okay. So you would see something like, again, we're still looking for buys, we're looking for demand, but you would see like supply creating lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, failing to create a lower low. Okay, coming up, testing this level of supply, which is a strong level because it broke structure. Okay, so it's got to test a strong level of supply. Still fails to create a new low, and then demand breaks supply serve, breaks out. Okay, and what you'll see here is, say this breakout stops,
because when the market sees that there's more demand than supply in the market, there'll be a lot of orders and stops underneath the previous low, and that's our liquidity, that's our fuel for our counter trend move. Okay, so we want to be coming down, and like this could be X amount of time, this could be a couple of years, doesn't even matter. Now if we're seeing a strong high time frame setup like this, okay, and we've had all this price action happen, and then we've had supply is actually currently serving. But if we're in a strong point of interest that is like swept liquidity, got inducement and created a strong flip, then we can go down to our 15-minute entry model combined with a 1-minute entry model. Right, but really important, got inducement and it's created a flip. Okie doke. So that's our counter trend higher time frame. Okay, so now onto the 15-minute time frame. Now on the 15-minute, there's no more pro or counter trend setups, it's just the same setup either way we're going. Alright, so this is either the supply pulling back into our pro trend range, most recent range, yeah, or this is supply coming into our strong counter trend point of interest. Okay, and it's pretty much the same details as the counter trend. We see supply causing a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, lower high, but failing to create a lower low. You could see a bit of range price action going on here, creating liquidity, like a bit of indecision in the market or fair price, whatever you want to call it. And then supply, which is a strong level of supply because it broke structure, yeah, it's come up. And now if it's going to continue the trend short on the 15-minute, it would have swept liquidity and create a new lower low, breaking this low here, right? So it sweeps liquidity, it's got a fair chance by having the fuel to do so, and still fails to create a new low. And demand holds. Now what's happened is demand has actually swept liquidity, mitigated some demand order flow, mitigated our pro trend range, mitigated our counter trend strong point of interest, come back up, tested supply, supply is still failing, and actually breaks supply, okay, and has a flip. So do we have a flip? Sorry, do we have flip inducement? I've got these the wrong way around really. Yep, so same detail as I just explained. You know, we'll see these breakout, market breaking out, and there'll be a lot of orders and stops placed underneath the previous low. That's the fuel you want. So do we have flip inducement? Yes. Are we selling from a point of interest that created a 15-minute flip or above? Yes. So this is demand that basically broke supply serve, range flip, all the good stuff. And very important on the 15-minute as well is, are we serving from an area that has swept liquidity? Okay, because if you haven't swept liquidity, you become the liquidity. Alright. So yeah, that's our 15-minute entry model, yeah, both pro and counter trend. Then once we see all this setting up, and we've had the inducement, we're kind of pulling back now into the extremity, this is where we're looking for our 1-minute entry model. Boom, boom. This is game time. So yeah, this will be our 15-minute point of interest. I should have done this on all the time frames really. That's this badger. Now here. And what we want to see is, again, like price actions fractal, yeah? We want to buy, so we want to see that demand is serving. We want to see that there's more demand than supply in the market. Now we're seeing that on the high time frame, whether it's pro trend or from a strong point of interest that's flipped. We're now seeing that on the 15-minute time frame, that demand is a broken supply serve. And now we just want to see it on the 1-minute time frame. And if we see that, then probability is on our side that buys are a go. Little additional cherry, yeah, the Asian sweep. We'll like to see this as well. So this would be like the Asian market, and we'll come down around London, you know, after 7 a.m. London Open. If we start seeing this kind of price action, it's even extra juicier, but it's not a must. It's just an additional cherry. So you'll see, yeah, on my entry criteria, the 1-minute entry model, do we have a minimum of 1 minute chock? Okay. Chock is basically a change of character, a change of trend. And the reason I had this 1 minute is because I have been aggressive in the past. This is more for me, that you see me go down the seconds, and when I have like a real high probability or strong, high time frame, 15-minute point of interest, sometimes I can get carried away on the seconds, and you'll see a big push in on the 1 minute. You'll see like 30 seconds set up and the flip and change of character and stuff, and then we'll get an entry, and all it does is it comes up to the previous high of the 1 minute and just continues the 1 minute trend short, does an extra sweep, and then goes. So I like a 1 minute chock. I want to see this minimum on the 1 minute change of character. But anyway, yeah, another little additional cherry would be that our liquidity is within our point of interest. You'll see supply coming down, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, test this level of supply, fail to break the low, and then demand break. Okay, and again, on this little breakout in the 1 minute, there'll be stops and orders below here. This is the inducement and the fuel. Now, sometimes price does go from here, or you can call these the decisionals. But again, I just learned to personally, I just go from the extremities every time, to keep the probabilities in my favour. So yeah, do we have a minimum 1 minute chock? Yes. Has there been a flip? Yeah, so suppliers had a chance to continue the trend here, but it's failed and then got broken. Have we swept liquidity? Yep, this is the bit where we would have swept this liquidity, ideally within our 15-minute point of interest. And do we have inducement? Do we have fuel for the move to come? Yeah, just flip inducement is ideal. We want it before the flip. Okay, and then that's when price will be coming back into this area here, and we'll be hitting market execute. It should be flying to the moon. And then yeah, our trade management will be going from there. Cool. Okay, so obviously it's going to be the same for supply. I am going to make a quick little video for supply as well, just to get eyes on from the way. But that is what we're looking for in the trade to come.